Hi, welcome to my channel. Today's video is an elaboration of a short that I've made. I don't even know if it's gone out yet, but do I deserve my manifestation? I deserve my manifestation. I deserve it. You don't deserve it and you don't not deserve it. It's just you want to manifest from a neutral plane, neutral state. And if you keep telling yourself that you deserve it because you're a good person, because you're doing everything right, you deserve it, then what you're doing is you're creating an energy of annoyance, basically, of annoyance at the universe, whatever this is, for not giving you what you want. So you're in that state of lack still because you're saying, well, I deserve this. There is no such thing as I deserve this. You just manifest what you want. Simple as that. The neutralist state you can do it from, the better. When you start telling yourself that you're worthy, you start thinking of all of the reasons that you're worthy and why you should have this. And then it does start to become something that something else is giving to you. And I really don't think that's what's happening here. I feel like we conjure up the energy within us just by desiring something. Because when I've said this before in one of my previous videos, I can't remember which one it was now, because I'm filming so much at the moment. When we desire something or we want something to happen in our life, or if we even think about something and then we find it shows up in our lives, we don't always verbalize it, do we, and put it into words. It is a feeling, and that's the only thing that you're looking for. That's the energetic version of it. And that's then what you get shown back to you in real life experience. So you don't even need to put it into words. And do you know what? I don't think that I put much into words these days. I do just go on a feeling. And it's not me trying to conjure the feeling of how would I feel if I had it. Sometimes I do that, but I don't kind of ask myself the question. I might do that naturally, but the majority of the time I just feel the thing that I want. I feel it over saying the words, and that is all that's necessary. And then that takes the angst out of all of this. So really stop. If you've been telling yourself a lot, but I'm worthy of this and I deserve this, stop doing that from today and see your energy change, because energetically you will change. Because like I said, there's a lot of angst built up in that, and imagine what that energy is. What energetically, what are you creating then with that? Well, it's not in line with what you want, is it? To be in line with what you want, you need to be as neutral as possible and just want something, desire something. And then, as my previous video, if you find, I always forget to link to previous videos down below, but if you find there's something underlying that's holding something back from you, so you're not feeling, oh, I deserve this or that, you haven't got all that going on, you really haven't got much going on, but you know there's something there that is holding this back, then look at what that is and deal with the underlying issue. Then the thing that you want comes naturally, because you're in more of a neutral state, because you've resolved whatever that underlying issue is. I will really, really try hard to link that video down below. If I forget to do it, I think I called it, the thumbnail says dissolve your blocks to manifest fast, something like that, but I will really try to remember to link that down below. So this is just a short video on saying there is no such thing as deserving or not deserving, worthy or not worthy. There's just you desiring something, feeling the energy of it, getting it. Nothing is judging you. It's only you. It's only us that judges ourselves. We judge ourselves to be worthy or unworthy, and as soon as we judge ourselves to be unworthy, or if we don't get it, we might think, well, are we not worthy of that then? It is putting it outside of us. We are immediately just taking it from here and putting it out there when it's there all along. And once you've felt it and you've felt the energy of it, you have created it, and it is going to show up in your life at some point. The key is to stop stressing. When you can't see it, don't keep dropping into that energy of not being able to see it, because again, that's energy. That's the energetic. If you're creating that energy, then you'll see more of that. So just get on with life in the meantime. Enjoy life as it is, knowing that you have created it with the energy of it. And you might very occasionally still purposely feel that energy, and that's cool. As long as you're not constantly looking and seeing that you haven't got it, or feeling annoyed because you feel like you deserve it. The best way to deal with that when you feel like that is think, what energy am I creating by feeling this? Because you'll be able to feel it and then think to yourself, how will this serve me? How will this help me get what I want? It won't, because nothing is listening and thinking, oh yeah, actually you're right, you do deserve that, there you go. So that's never going to happen. So if you can kind of get your head around that, then you stop doing that, then you change it, you change yourself. And that's what you're doing. You're changing yourself energetically, and then things show to you. Right, that's it. I'm going to stop that here. Otherwise, I will make it more complicated than it is. I am an author. My books are listed below. I have a new one coming out soon, and my lovely illustrator has just finished the cover, and it looks amazing. So I'm really, really happy with that. And I will big him up once the book is out, and I will talk about that because he's done that for nothing for me, because he's amazing. So yeah, that should be out within a couple of weeks, I would imagine. It's sort of got put back a bit because my deadlines always do, because I never manage to meet the deadline. A deadline is good for me because it gives me a kind of an area to stick to, a sort of timescale to stick to. So I'm never too much outside of it, but I rarely manage to finish on the deadline. But there you go. That's life, isn't it? That's me. I've gone with that now. I used to get frustrated at myself about that, but I don't now. I just think, oh, that's just me. That's just me. It's like Harry is very, very similar to me, and we're quite sort of scatty, and we'll forget things, and we'll do stupid things sometimes. Not bad things, but just silly things and we'll think, oh, why do we do that? But I've gone with that about myself now. Do not create any resistance about that. I just go, oh, that's just me. It's part of my personality. It's part of my DNA. I don't know where it's come from. And I said to Harry, I had a chat with Harry today, and he was a bit annoyed with himself about, he came to stay here to look after the cat while we were away. And he basically walked out the front door, left his keys in the back door, was going out to work, shut the door behind him, couldn't get back in. And was really, really distressed, had to call out a locksmith, and he was really, really frustrated with himself about it. How did I do that? And I said, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Actually, it showed us how non-secure our lock was when the locksmith came out. So we're going to have a new lock fitted now. So I said, you've done us a favour. There's always something to be gained from a mistake like that, and it's not a big deal. We've done it ourselves and had to smash some glass to get into the house. So it's not a big deal. Never berate yourself for being yourself. I think when I was younger, I used to do that sort of thing all of the time, and my mum used to get really frustrated with me, and so it used to make me feel worse. That's not her fault, because it was bloody frustrating, I'm sure. And it used to make me really nervous when I do something. I think, oh my god, because then I have to explain it, and I never want Harry to feel like that. So I said to him, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's no big deal. So I'm going off the track again, aren't I? I always say I won't do that, and I always do. So there you go. Deserving, not deserving, make a jot of difference. It's what you want to experience, you get to experience. Change yourself energetically. If you're finding it's not showing up in your life, and the only thing that's bothering you is this worthiness or this deserving thing, then that's probably it. That's probably what's holding it back. Well, it will be what's holding it back. If you're feeling like that, it will definitely be holding it back. So knock that on the head. Right, yeah, I am an author. My books are listed below. I'm also a coach. I'm offering quite a lot of email coaching. Well, not say quite a lot of email coaching. I seem to be doing a lot of email coaching at the moment because it seems to be really appealing to people. Basically, you get a certain amount of emails to send me every week, and I'll come back to you. We'll develop a plan. We'll find your blocks. We'll work with that, and I'll give you exercises to do, that kind of thing. And I kind of find it's more effective than a Zoom session for some people, especially that have really got a lot of issues, because you get a month of that. And it's a little bit less than a Zoom session, but we can keep going backwards and forwards. So yeah, I think that's why people are finding it really useful. So do have a look at that. You can't sign up on the website. You can go and read about it, and then you have to inquire, because if I allow people to sign up for email coaching, it will get completely out of hand, and I won't be able to deal with it. And I don't work with it any more than a sort of handful of people at one time, because otherwise I just can't give the service, and I want to give a really good service, because all of the emails I send you, they are bespoke to you, and it's not copy and pasted stuff. So it does take time to think about. So I do have to be mindful of that, but you can book up Zoom coaching online. That's not a problem, because I set my times and then we go from there. And that's it. My son Harrison has a channel. I will list that at the end here, and also list it down below. And also Harrison and I do a podcast once a week. We were going to do one today, but we didn't do it because we were going to do it this morning early, and I was feeling a bit rough. He's got a cold. He wasn't feeling great. So we just sat out in the garden, had a cup of tea, and then I came home. So we didn't do it, but we will do it at some point this week. And that is that. Thanks for watching.